Hello everyone, welcome to Jatin Verma's IS Academy YouTube channel. So today in this session we are going to cover Israel-Palestine issue, and we will be covering the historical background of Israel-Palestine conflict. We will cover the current developments in Israel-Palestine issue. We will also cover the US involvement in Israel-Palestine conflict as well as in India's stand in Israel-Palestine issue. You can also visit www.jatinverma.org to download PT Reckoner 2020. You can visit this website to read the daily current affairs summary and in-depth analysis of current affairs. You can also download the PDF of other courses from this website. So let's begin the session. Israel-Palestine issue. First of all, why it is in news? So recently what has happened, Palestinian president, he has said that Palestinian Authority will be no longer committed to any signed agreement with Israel or United States. Okay, recently President has said, Palestinian president has said that any agreement, they are not bound by any agreement with Israel or United States. Why he has said so? Because what happened in January 2020, Israel Prime Minister ने बोला कि we will annex the Jordan Valley and Jewish settlements in West Bank in line with President Trump's Middle East plan. We will read about this Middle East plan in detail after covering the historical background of this issue. Before going to the historical background of this issue, we will see the political map of Middle East. So this is Israel. This is Mediterranean Sea. It is one of the favorite topic of UPSC. So let's read about it also. ये Israel जो है, it touches boundary of Mediterranean Sea, and this Syria, it also touches Mediterranean Sea. Then here it is Lebanon, this also touches Mediterranean Sea. Then here it is Suez Canal, and it is Red Sea, which is also important. This Jordan, it touches Red Sea, please remember this, it doesn't touch Mediterranean Sea. And here it is West Bank. Okay, now we will see those places which will be repeated during this Israel-Palestine conflict. हम जब ये Israel-Palestine conflict cover करेंगे तो ये गोलन हाइट्स, ये वेस्ट बैंक एंड ये गाजा स्ट्रिप बहुत बार रिपीट होगा, सो प्लीज़ पे अटेंशन टू दिस. ये गोलन हाइट्स, इट इज़ ऑक्यूपाइड बाय इजराइल, बट इट इज़ नॉट इंटरनेशनली रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज इजराइल टेरिटरी. इट इज़ स्टिल अंडर Syria. Okay, then here it is West Bank. ठीक है, and ये जो coastal land है, it is Gaza Strip. The land and sea border are still controlled by Israel here, and this is Dead Sea. It is one of the most saline sea in the world, and here it is Jordan River. Okay, ये जो Jordan River है उसके साइड में ये वेस्ट बैंक है, एंड देन हियर इट इज़ जॉर्डन, विच वॉज ऑल्सो नोन एज ट्रांस जॉर्डन. ओके, नाउ वी विल मूव टू इजराइल पैलेस्टीन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. सो ये जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, इट इज़ वेरी ओल्ड, बट द मॉडर्न पर्सपेक्टिव evolved during the late 1800s and 1900s. The origin to the conflict can be traced back to Jewish immigration and sectarian conflict. This is a sectarian conflict between whom? Jews and Palestinian people. Okay, it started when Jewish people, they started immigrating to the Palestinian land. So how it started? Zionist movement start हुआ when, जब यूरोप में नेशनलिस्ट मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हो रहे थे, यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ जर्मनी, यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ इटली, तो नेशनलिस्ट मूवमेंट के टाइम पे जियोनिस्ट मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ, इन विच इट इज़ द नेशनल मूवमेंट ऑफ ज्यूइश पीपल दैट स्पाउजेस द रीएस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ एंड सपोर्ट फॉर अ ज्यूइश स्टेट. तो जियोनिस्ट मूवमेंट की डिमांड क्या थी? दे वांटेड देयर होमलैंड पैलेस्टाइन बैक. ओके, the territory defined as the historic land of Israel, roughly corresponding to Canaan, the Holy Land, or the region of Palestine. ठीक है, तो जियोनिस्ट मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ. उसके बाद उस टाइम पे बहुत ज़्यादा लोग माइग्रेट नहीं हुए, बट लेटर ऑन more number of people, they migrated to Palestine. So Israel-Palestine conflict, how it began? When they started coming back to Jewish people, when they started coming back to Israel, they were occupying only 3% area. Okay. Later on, during 1947, when UN gave their partition plan, उस time पे they occupied almost 30% land. And later on, it got increased, and now this green area, it belongs to Palestinian people, and this white colored area, it belongs to Israel people. Okay. How this conflict began? What happened during 19th century? यूरोप में nationalist movement चल रहे थे, and then anti-Semitism. What is anti-Semitism? Anti-Semitism in Europe in the Middle Ages was largely influenced by the Christian belief. Christian belief ये था that Jewish people were responsible for the death of Jesus. Okay, because of that, ये hatred against Jewish people started, and Jewish people were persecuted in Europe. Not only in Germany during World War II, they were persecuted in Russia and other parts of Europe as well. Okay, so after Zionist movement, this anti-Semitism acted as another factor of their migration to Palestinian land. Now what happened? First World War. During 1914 to 18 फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के टाइम पे क्या हुआ कि ब्रिटेन ने जूइश पीपल को बोला कि यू एड अस, यू सपोर्ट अस, देन वी विल प्रोवाइड यू योर होमलैंड. ओके, द सेम स्ट्रैटेजी विच ब्रिटिश पीपल यूज टू फॉलो इन इंडिया, carrot and stick policy, they applied here also. Then Germany went into the advantage during First World War, but they were not fighting just one enemy, and at the end Germany lost the war and they signed the Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles, which sowed the seeds of World War II. Just for your reference I am telling this. Then there is British controlled Palestine. Okay, in 1917 what happened? ये जो British captured Palestine from the Ottoman Empire. During the World War First, what happened? Ottoman Empire, I will show you in the map. ये Ottoman Empire है. See this area, Turkey and this here Israel, Palestine, Syria, everything was under Ottoman Empire. So Ottoman Empire was losing the areas, and then Britain occupied this Palestine from Ottoman Empire, and then to get Jewish support to defeat Ottoman Empire, Foreign Minister Arthur Balfour, in his declaration, he promised the Jewish a national home. Okay, so this is the reason they started migrating. उसके पहले जो भी migration हो रहा था वो थोड़ा बहुत हो रहा था, but Balfour Declaration जो था ये इसने जो इशू को और बढ़ा दिया. इन्होंने बोला कि we will promise you a national home. In 1922 फिर वो लीग ऑफ नेशंस आफ्टर वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट लीग ऑफ नेशन बना. एंड देन Balfour Declaration में what exactly they said? His Majesty's government views with the favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this object. अब इन्होंने वो कैरेट एंड स्टिक वाली पॉलिसी अपनाई और बैल्फोर डिक्लेरेशन में ज्यूइश पीपल को प्रॉमिस किया दैट वी विल गिव यू अ नेशनल होम इन पैलेस्टीनियन लैंड. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड? ओटोमन एम्पायर वाज लूजिंग द वॉर विद ब्रिटेन एंड अदर कंट्रीज. देन these British people, what they did after winning the war, they signed a Sykes-Picot agreement. Sykes-Picot agreement क्या था? In this agreement, they divided the Ottoman Empire and the land into spheres of influence. Okay? They divided the land into spheres of influence and control in southwestern Asia and under control of declining Ottoman Empire. So the declining Ottoman Empire was divided between Britain, France and Russia. Okay? how they used Jewish people. First they said कि we will provide you a national home, वो Balfour Declaration में. And then what they did, ये साइक्स पिको एग्रीमेंट में इन्होंने जो ओटोमन एम्पायर था वो खुद में डिवाइड कर लिया. ओके, गॉट इट. देन टर्निंग पॉइंट इन वेस्टर्न एंड अरब रिलेशन. The agreement allocated Britain control of areas between Mediterranean Sea and the river Jordan. So just now we have discussed in the map that Mediterranean Sea और Jordan river के बीच में Palestinian land था, which went under the control of Britain. Now the real problem started. ये ब्रिटेन ने इस लैंड को कंट्रोल कर लिया. On one hand they promised national home to Jewish people, and on the other hand they controlled Palestinian land. Okay, now what happened, Jewish people migrate होना start हो गए. They started making homes and enclaves, land buy करना start किया. Then what happened कि जो Palestinian people थे they started evicting them. जैसे यहाँ पे उन्होंने अपने इंक्लेव्स बना लिए, अब यहाँ पे पैलेस्टीनियन पीपल वो माइनॉरिटी में आ गए, तो दे स्टार्टेड इविक्टिंग देम. देन 1936 to 39 में अरब रिवॉल्ट स्टार्ट होता है. इट वाज अ नेशनलिस्ट अपराइजिंग बाय पैलेस्टीनियन अरब्स इन मैंडेटरी पैलेस्टाइन अगेंस्ट ब्रिटिश एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. व्हाट वाज देयर डिमांड? दे डिमांडेड इंडिपेंडेंस. लाइक इंडिया में जैसे डिमांड कर रहे थे, सिमिलरली दे डिमांडेड इंडिपेंडेंस. Also they demanded the end of the policy of open-ended Jewish migration. Okay, उन्होंने बोला इस पॉलिसी को आप ख़त्म करें, because they were now in minority and Jewish people were gaining land there in their homeland. Now what happened? Again they used this divide and rule policy. ठीक है, divide and rule policy यूज़ की. The same policy they used in India, divide and rule policy. They asked aid of Jewish people and they crushed the revolt. But to control Arabs also, what they did, they restricted Jewish migration. How they restricted? एक limit set कर दी that in a year इतने ही लोग आएंगे. That kind of limit they set. Now what happened? Because Arab people were also not happy, Jewish people were also not happy, so conflict started, civil war started. Now UN intervened. UN, it was established after the Second World War. जैसे League of Nations after First World War बना था to act as a platform between the different nations. Similarly UN बना, and UN proposed to split the British mandate for Palestine into Israel and Palestine. उसने बोला पैलेस्टीन को डिवाइड कर देते हैं दो स्टेट में, पैलेस्टीन एंड इसराइल. Now UN what UN suggested, equal division of Palestine and Jerusalem as international zone. So now the conflict begins again. Jerusalem is a city in the Middle East located on a plateau in Judean mountains between Mediterranean and Dead Sea. Why Jerusalem is important for Israel as well as Palestinian people? Because of Jerusalem है, it is important city, it is holy city for Jewish people also and Islam also and Christian people also. So that is why Israel as well as Palestine, they never wanted to give up their claim over Jerusalem. They both wanted it as capital. Now what happened? Jewish leadership accepted the partition plan. UN ने जो partition plan दिया था, Jewish people they accepted the plan, but Arab leaders rejected it. Why they rejected? They said कि we are not agreed with this and UN has no authority of giving our land to someone else. So now Arab League, they threatened to take military measures to prevent the partition of Palestine and to ensure that national rights of Palestinian Arab population is secured. Now what happened? 1948 में Israel declared its independence. What happened? Israel declared its independence. Now Arab responded and Arab-Israel war started. Now in Arab-Israel war, what happened? Arab countries declared war on the newly formed state of Israel beginning in the 1948. Now UN General Assembly again interfered and established a UN Conciliation Commission to facilitate peace between Israel and Arab states. Okay. Now what happened? Egypt, Lebanon, Transjordan, Syria, they attacked Israel, but this was again had geopolitical repercussions because Israel won the war and it gained some territory formally granted to Palestinian Arabs. जो UN ने पार्टीशन प्लान दिया था उसमें जो कुछ टेरिटरी पैलेस्टीनियन पीपल को दी थी वो टेरिटरी भी इसराइल ने ऑक्यूपाई कर ली. So who was the loser here? Palestinian people. They lost the war and the territory which belonged to them was occupied by Israel. Now Egypt and Jordan retained control over Gaza Strip. We discussed in the map that Gaza Strip, now Egypt and Jordan, they retained control over Gaza Strip and the West Bank respectively. After that what happened? Around 7 lakh. After this war, around 7 lakh of Palestinian people, they were sent to this refugee camps. Now almost 4.5 million people who are descendants of these 7 lakh people, they live in refugee camps. So this is one of the issue which is still not resolved. Then what happened after losing the war in Arab-Israel war? The Arab countries lost the 6-day war. After this what happened? Massive reorganization of territories in Middle East. The 6-day war started. In this 6-day war, what happened? Israel, it had already said that Strait of Tiran, it should not be blocked. If it is blocked, it will be an act of war. Strait of Tiran, ठीक है. स्ट्रेट ऑफ तिरान जो रेड सी से कनेक्ट करता था इसराइल को, इसराइल ने बोला था इट शुड नॉट बी ब्लॉक्ड, अदरवाइज इसराइल विल टेक इट एज एन एक्ट ऑफ वॉर. सो व्हाट हैपेंड? इजिप्ट ब्लॉक्ड इट, एंड बिफोर दैट व्हाट हैज हैपेंड? 1956 ड्यूरिंग स्विस क्राइसिस इसराइल has attacked Sinai Peninsula and occupied it. तो वो भी एक रीज़न था इजिप्ट के नाराज़ होने का. देन उसके बाद ये स्ट्रेट ऑफ तिरान को ब्लॉक कर दिया इजिप्ट ने. और फिर इसराइल को इजिप्ट को पहले से भी कुछ ग्रजेस थे बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इशू सिनाई पेनिनसुला विच वॉज ऑक्यूपाइड बाई इसराइल. तो इन्होंने स्ट्रेट को क्लोज कर दिया. And then due to false intelligence that Israel is remilitarizing the Sinai Peninsula, Arab countries attacked Israel again. Now this is very significant war because it changed the whole geopolitical dynamics of this region, because again Israel won the war. Now Arab state Egypt, Jordan and Syria, when they attacked Israel and they lost the war, the major part which belonged to Palestinian territory went to Israel. Now after losing this war in 1973, the Jewish holy day of Yom Kippur, one more war. After the war, Israel seized the Golan Heights, which we discussed in the map. The Golan Heights was occupied from Syria, the West Bank from Jordan, Gaza and Sinai from Egypt. Okay. Then Jewish settlement of the occupied territory starts shortly afterwards and continues in the West Bank, East Jerusalem and Golan Heights till today. Now we will see Israel and Palestine map. What happened? In 1967, after 6-day war, it occupied the Golan Heights. Now its status, it's still occupied by Israel but not internationally recognized. Now West Bank and East Jerusalem. So this is Jerusalem. It is the most important city for Islam and Jewish people as well as Christian people. Now what happens? Israel says that Jerusalem is undivided capital of Israel. Okay? And on the other hand, Palestine says We will not give up our claims on East Jerusalem. So this is a major point of conflict between Israel and Palestine. West Bank and East Jerusalem, 1967, it was captured from Jordan. Israel continues to control most of the West Bank, but it supports settlement on occupied landmass. Israel and Jordan signed peace pact in 1994. तब से चीज़ें थोड़ी ठीक हैं. Then what happened? Gaza Strip was captured in 1967 from Egypt. In 2005, when Israel realized that Gaza Strip will never be included in Israel, so Israel demilitarized this Gaza Strip and gave up its claim, but still control land and sea borders. Okay. Now Sinai Peninsula, it was returned back to Egypt under this 1979 peace accord. Rise of the Palestinian Liberation Organization. In 1974, the Arab League recognized Palestine Liberation Organization as the sole legitimate representative of Palestinian people. Okay, now Palestine Liberation Organization is the representative of Palestinian people, and the PLO gained observer status at UN General Assembly the same year. In 1974, it gained status of observer state. Okay. The Arab League is a regional organization of Arab state. It includes North Africa, the Horn of Africa and Arabia. It was formed in 1945. Okay. With 6 members: Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia and Syria. The two-state solution. In 1974 or 1973 में we read that Israel was attacked by Arab countries, Yom Kippur War. They lost it. After that, in 1974, a UN resolution on the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine called for 2 states, Israel and Palestine, side by side within secure and recognized borders. So ये 2-state solution UN ने propose किया. The border of the state of Palestine would be based on pre-1967 borders. The 2-state solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict envisages an independent state of Palestine west of Jordan River. Okay, एक independent state of Palestine and independent state of Israel was recognized by UN. It gave a 2-state solution. Now, after losing wars, 3 wars with Israel, Egypt it started negotiating with Israel and signed the US brokered Camp David Accord, under which Egypt got back Sinai Peninsula. Okay, what Egypt gave in return? It recognized Israel. What was happening? Because so many states, so many countries, they were not recognizing Israel as an independent state. So Egypt was one of the first state which recognized Israel as the independent state. Israel settlement began in 1982. It already began, and then after winning these wars, Israel settlement started again. Meanwhile, Israeli settlers moved into Palestinian heavy West Bank and Gaza. During this period, they moved to West Bank and Gaza Strip, and soldiers came with settlers. What I told you in the previous slide, they started buying lands and they started making enclaves. After that, they started evicting people from their own lands, and this is how, and army, they used to support Israeli people, and this is how they gain land in Israel. Now the first Intifada. Intifada, it is an Arabic word which means uprising. The first Intifada began in 1987 and lasted till 1993. A couple of 100 Israelis and over 1,000 Palestinians died in this. During the first Intifada, Hamas came. Now the next problem began. Hamas. It is a violent extremist group which said we are not agreed with 2-state solution. We want the whole Palestine. Okay, and what was their aim? Their aim was destruction of Israel. Okay, Hamas, it started organizing terrorist attacks, and वो टनल बना के इसराइल तक जाते हैं, and then they launch rockets, they attacked Israeli army, and this is how they are trying to destruct Israel. On the other hand, Fatah is an affiliated organization of Palestine Liberation Organization under Yasser Arafat, who accepted this two-state solution, and he also had support of Western nations. Okay. The peace process began in 1993, the Oslo Accord. This peace process is known as Oslo Accord. The accord created Palestine National Authority. What it said, that we will, under this accord, Israel recognized Palestinian Liberation Organization as the sole representative of Palestinian people, and Palestine in return recognized Israel as independent nation. And then they also gave 5 years time to come up with a peace agreement. Then this area A, this dark green color area, you can see Palestinian civil and security self-rule here under the Oslo Accord. This dark color area is controlled by civil and security self-rule. Then this area B, Palestinian civil governance, Israeli security control. And then this area C, which is controlled completely by Israeli security forces, and all the governance is also under Israel. Okay. Now what happened? Hamas, as I told, it did not accept the Oslo Peace Accord and said we want the whole state. Then Fatah accepted the Oslo Peace Accord. It is affiliated organization of PLO. It accepted the Oslo Peace Accord and talks for peace. Now in 2006, Hamas won Palestinian election. What happened? Hamas in 2006, it won Palestinian election. It is a violent extremist organization which controls Gaza Strip. We have read about Gaza Strip. It controls Gaza Strip. But what happens? It controls Gaza Strip, but because of military blockade by whom? By Israel. They do not have proper supply of food and other essential commodities. Currently, Gaza is controlled by Hamas. I have already discussed this. And Palestine, West Bank, is controlled by Fatah. And this Gaza Strip is controlled by Hamas, and due to the limited supply of food, this region is known as world's largest outdoor prison. I told you that land and sea borders are controlled by Israel only. Then, since the Battle of Gaza in 2007, almost 2-3 wars हुए जो हमास ने कंडक्ट किए. ये 2-3 wars, these 2-3 wars are known as Gaza wars also, and the two separate territories, the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, are divided into Hamas leadership in the Gaza Strip and Fatah civil leadership in the autonomous area of West Bank. ठीक है. This area Gaza Strip is controlled by Hamas, and this area is controlled by Fatah. Okay. Now, after assassination of Rabin, Israeli Prime Minister, who signed the Oslo Accord suffered a serious setback. After that, many summit conducted, Camp David, Taba Summit, many summit held, Roadmap for Peace and Arab Peace Initiative have attempted to broker a solution, but there is no success till now. Now, the drive for recognition of Palestinian statehood. In 2000 and 2005, a second intifada. Intifada, I told you, it means uprising. This time much more violent during 2000 to 2005. by the end of Second Intifada, almost 1,000 Israelis and 3,200 Palestinians died. In 2005, Israel withdrew from the Gaza Strip, and as we read earlier, now it is in control of Hamas. Israel operates with two-tiered system here in the West Bank that provides preferential treatment to Israel settlers. That is obvious, preferential treatment to Israel settlers, and then they impose harsh conditions on Palestinian people. Now the Israel disengaged from Gaza Strip when they recognized that any future Israel state will not include Gaza Strip, so they gave up their control over Gaza Strip. Abbas Fateh largely ruled the West Bank. Now we will read about why US support Israel. US support Israel because Middle East में there are countries which have so many conflicts, and Israel help US in dealing with these conflicts. Like ईरान है, उसके साथ US के conflict हैं, तो Israel help करता है. And during the Cold War period also, Israel, it kept Syria, which was ally of Soviet Union, it kept Syria under its control. And then there is broad consensus among policymakers that Israel has advanced US interest in Middle East, which we have already discussed. And then there is radical movements like ISIS. Israel help US to control these terrorist activities. Israel has kept Syria in control. Israel's air force is predominant throughout the region. This is one of the biggest reason why US has good relations with Israel. And Israel's intelligence services has assisted US in intelligence gathering and covert operations. Israel has missiles which are capable of reaching as far as the former Soviet Union. So you know that US and Russia during the Cold War, Israel helped US to keep check on these countries. Then in 2017, US President, he recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. This is the biggest issue. Jerusalem, we discussed that Jerusalem, Israel and Palestine, they both are claiming that Jerusalem is the part of their capital. So what happened? US President, it recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and then shifted United States Embassy to Jerusalem. This escalated the issue. However, it was not supported by other United Nations states. The shift of United Nations State Embassy, it represented a policy shift. Now, the US came up with this Middle East plan. So, what is this Middle East plan? तो अभी current Israel और Palestine ऐसा है कि West Bank belongs to Palestine and Gaza Strip, which is in control of Hamas, it belongs to Palestine. Now what US has proposed? US has proposed that these small territories which are enclaves of Israel will be part of Israel territory, and Palestine has to give way to connect these territories through construction of roads and other linkages, and Israel will provide linkage to Gaza Strip, and Jerusalem will be in complete control of Israel. In whose control? Complete control of Israel. So Jerusalem is the issue, and Jerusalem is completely given to Israel under the Middle East plan. Status of Jerusalem we have already discussed. Jerusalem will not be divided and it will remain the sovereign capital of State of Israel. Now both Israel and Palestinian make non-negotiable claims over Jerusalem. We have already discussed. Jerusalem is the holy sites, which we have already discussed. Now change of borders. The vast majority of Israeli settlement into contiguous Israeli territory, which we discussed that small territories, that enclaves of Israel will be part of Israel territory. Now Trump plan proposes a West Bank riddled with interconnected chunks of Israel territory. For the Palestinians, it would mean giving up claim to large amount of West Bank. जो स्मॉल टेरिटरी उनको देनी पड़ेगी इसराइल को, इट मीन्स दैट इट वुड बी गिविंग अप क्लेम ओवर द लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ वेस्ट बैंक. Also, the Israeli enclave located inside the contiguous Palestinian territory will become part of the state of Israel, okay, and be connected it through effective transportation system, which we have already discussed. Now the plan says that Jordan Valley, which is critical for Israel's national security, will be under the complete sovereignty of Israel. The Jordan Valley is again a disputed area that is also given to Israel under the Middle East plan of Trump. It also says that Israel will observe a 4-year land freeze. 4-year land freeze during which the Palestinian can reconsider whether to engage in negotiations. Okay. Now to the Palestinians, the deal offers the possibility of US recognized quasi-sovereign state. What it is getting, Palestinian people के लिए इस deal में क्या है, Middle East plan में, that they will be recognized by US as a quasi-sovereign state. Not a complete state, only a quasi-sovereign state. To achieve statehood under the proposed condition, the Palestinian Authority is required to stop supporting the families of those killed by Israel. The plan allows Palestinians a significant territorial expansion and avoid forced population transfer of either Arabs or Jews. Palestine will also have to give a violent resistance to Israel and ensure the disbandment of Hamas, which is controlling Gaza Strip. Now this plan has also rejected the right of return of Palestinian refugees. We discussed that around 4.5 million refugees are there, and Palestine, what it wants, right of return for these people. But this Middle East plan has rejected this. Okay. It has also said that Palestine has to stop challenging Israel action on international fora. Why it has said so? Because International Criminal Court में Palestine ने drag कर लिया था Israel को because of their civil right violations. In the final settlement, Palestine would get control over land than what it currently controls. The plan proposes to enlarge Gaza and connect the strip with West Bank. So Palestine को बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं है मिडिल ईस्ट प्लान से, बिकॉज जेरूसलम इज़ ऑल्सो गिवन टू Israel and the refugee are also denied the right of return to the Palestinian land. Now why there is no peace? So what is the issue? आज तक पीस क्यों नहीं हो पाई यहाँ पे इसराइल और पैलेस्टीन में? बिकॉज first of all, the issue of Jerusalem is not resolved. The same thing the Israel says that it is undivided capital of Israel, and Palestine says we want East Jerusalem as our capital. Now the right of return, just now we discussed the right of return, Israel denies it because अगर ये Israel allow कर देता है right of return, then Israeli people will be in minority in their own land. Hamas used Gaza as launching pad. तो हमास की वजह से एक और इशू है कि हमास कंटिन्यूसली अटैक करता रहता है इसराइल को, एंड वो टनल बना के एंड देन रॉकेट लॉन्च करके कंटिन्यू इसराइल को अटैक करता रहे. दैट इज़ वाई हमास इज़ ऑल्सो एन इशू. नाउ अदर मेजर ऑब्स्टिकल्स इंक्लूड द प्रिसाइज लोकेशन ऑफ द बॉर्डर विच इज़ नॉट डिफाइंड, एंड देन फेट ऑफ पैलेस्टीनियन रिफ्यूजीज विच वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, एंड देन क्वेश्चन ऑफ ज्यूइश सेटलमेंट्स इन पैलेस्टीनियन टेरिटरी. Just now we discussed Jewish settlements जो हैं under Middle East plan. US has said that you have to give it to Israel, where almost 500,000 Jewish Israelis have now built homes in what the United States and most of the international community consider illegal settlement. जो illegal settlement है उसको US बोल रहा है Middle East plan में इसराइल को देने के लिए. ठीक है. नाउ रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम इंडिया. दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जब भी मेंस का क्वेश्चन आता है तो यू हैव टू राइट अबाउट इंडियाज स्टैंड, इंडियाज इंटरेस्ट इन एनी IR रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन. इंडिया urges direct talks between Israel and Palestine. It supports two-state solution, and it also says that Palestinian people have right to self-determination. What? Right to self-determination. India recognized Palestine's statehood in 1988. although relation between India and PLO were first established in 1974 itself. Since then, India is supporting Palestine, though the support is lukewarm. India has traditionally supported statehood for Palestine and maintained the two-state solution is the best guarantee. And then key points, two-state solution India has reiterated during the UN delegation on Palestine. India has reiterated its stand, supported the two-state solution for the Israel-Palestine issue. The visit aimed to enhance the political and diplomatic support of India for a peaceful solution, and India also supports Palestine in capacity building for staff and institutions of building the institutions of Palestine. Now the delegation intends to involve countries like India. The UN delegation wants to involve countries like India, which share good relation with both Israel and Palestine in the resolution of this issue. India's stand on Israel-Palestine issue. What happened? India voted in favor of decision introduced by Israel in UN Economic and Social Council that objected to grant consultative status to Palestinian non-government organization. In last 4-5 years, we can see there is shift in India's response to Israel and Palestine. Now India has also dehyphenated its relationship. Dehyphenated means it will treat both the countries mutually independent and exclusive based on the India's interest involved. Now India has in 2018 has also voted in favor of Palestine in UN General Assembly to investigate an indiscriminate force usage by Israeli force against Palestinian civilians. क्या हुआ था कि इंडिया ने वोट किया in favor of Palestine to investigate, but when the report was submitted, India abstained from voting. So India was one of the 5 countries which abstained from voting. As part of Link West policy, India has dehyphenated, we have already discussed, and then India had also criticized United States' move to recognize Jerusalem as Israeli capital. So it is again a policy shift that India criticized United States when it shifted its embassy to Jerusalem. India had favored UNHRC resolution to probe Israel's human rights violation in Gaza. Despite supporting the probe, India abstained from voting, which we have already discussed. Almost 41 countries voted in favor of this findings of the bias report, and India was one of the only 5 countries which abstained. Now we will discuss Indo-Israel relation in brief. So Indo-Israel relation is a win-win relation for both. How? Because India, to become a 5 trillion economy, India wants investment, technology and innovation, where Israel can help India. Whereas Israel, what it wants from India, it gets a huge market, and on the other hand there are very many few countries only which recognized Israel as independent state, and India being the largest democracy, it also recognized Israel. So this is also a reason why Israel supports India, and that is why I say it is a win-win relationship for both India and Israel. We are also cooperating in agriculture. Israel is sharing its drip irrigation technology with India. In defense cooperation, Blue Flag military exercise is conducted between India and Israel military, and also Barak 8 naval defense missile system. It is co-developed by India and Israel, and there is tremendous growth in Israel and India trade. It was 200 million when it started. Now it is grown up to 4 billion. So the trade is also increasing. The security and defense we have also discussed. India is actually the largest importer of defense equipment. Israel, it is the second largest for India after Russia, and also India recognized Israel in 1950 but established a full diplomatic relation in 1992, क्योंकि जो कोल्ड वॉर दोनों कंट्रीज जो थी एक साथ इंडिपेंडेंट हुई ऑलमोस्ट, बट दे हेडेड इन अ डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन. Israel, it went towards US, whereas India adopted non-alignment movement, but the full diplomatic relations were established in 1992. So what is the way ahead? Way ahead is talks. It should not be dictating like Middle East plan given by US. It is dictating in terms. So talk is the only solution to resolve the Israel and Palestine issue. It is virtually impossible for any Palestinian leader to sell these proposals to people who have been resisting Israel's occupation for decades. Under the current condition, it looks more like a plan for further annexation of territories. So Middle East plan, it is a plan to further annex the territories. So this should not be adopted. And further, Israel and Palestine, they should try to solve their issues diplomatically. So that's all for today's session. Please like, comment and subscribe to Jatin Verma's IAS Academy YouTube channel, and please let me know in the comment section if you like the session and if you want me to discuss on some other topics. Keep learning, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.